This big, huge, flat hunk of sand needs a space program. Hey everybody, GReimer here, coming at you once again from Planet Boobless. I have no idea what that planet's called, and I have no idea what that planet's called, but this one's called Boobless, at least according to me. But we're out here in the middle of the desert, which used to be... Actually, it's not the middle. It's actually the side of the desert, which used to be the original location for Cream, if you guys remember earlier in the season. It has since moved to the Sandfalls Fob area because we've got to do some stuff out here. I need a big flat area. My last big flat area got taken over by an ocean in an update. So, looks like this is it. This is what we're doing. Now, I have been spending some time moving a whole bunch of resources out here. And getting the drones to do their thing, move it all out here so we can build a bunch of these space stations, a bunch of these buttons, a bunch of these launch platforms, okay? I didn't realize I already kind of did that. I had already done it. So, whoops. Anyway, so we got a lot of resources out here. Whatever, it'll be fine. So, we have to do a couple of things, though. One, we have to build a main launch facility, like a actual building, and then the other one is some minor little thing. It's something about, like... placing 100 launch platforms. So we do need to place another 100 launch platforms, similar to last season when we did that. But this season it's because we're going to load up each one of the platforms with five rockets each. So it's going to be 500 rockets launched at one go. Except for probably the insects. I'm going to be real with you guys. The insects ones will probably have to be broken up. Because even with the new computer I got, it's going to be a little rough. But anyway, so we got all of these supplies out here, okay? This should be enough to build 100 launch platforms. But first we got to build the building, the launch station. Like this little trailer is fine and stuff. But I was thinking about like tucking it back here, somewhere like maybe back in this green area. We'll put like a nice little building there with a food grower and all that other fun jazz. And then we gotta start building the actual platforms. I hope they all fit in here, honestly. I'm gonna try to make them look pretty, but if that's not possible, I'm gonna just smash them in here wherever I can. Wherever I can. Alright, so to make the building look pretty, the first place that we're gonna need to go to, because we have quite a few building options already, at our disposal here. But if you notice the terraformation index, it's almost at 1.5 PTI. Yeah, I've been AFKing here a little bit. Well, AFKing in air quotes. I've been doing a little bit of prep work to get this this whole facility built, and I have almost 200K now. Okay, so my trade rockets have been doing their thing, and I have a whole bunch of my oodles of it. Okay, so let's go do something I probably should have done earlier in the season. Let's go buy some stuff. All right. Let's go buy some stuff from here. Some nice, pretty things, okay? So we're talking building, like the 3x3 living compartment. Give me that. I want that. The rounded living compartment sounds fantastic. And then the living compartment with dome, absolutely. All right, so that's 50K. I think that's everything. It's all the building component stuff, right? Oh, customizable beds? Sure, yep. Customizable sofa? You got it. We're getting all those things. Whatever this tree seed is, throw that in too, yep. We'll make at least one of them. Butterflies that look different, sure, we'll take them too. Frogs, yeah, we'll get one of them as well. Basically, we're buying everything except for the fuses. I have one of each of these already from the anniversary event from earlier in the season, so I still have those, and I can probably get away with just setting up an outdoor farm if I really want to get those things. I'm not really too interested in that. Maybe for my retirement home, I'll start farming those things. Oh, fish eggs that I don't have? Yeah, let's do that too. Okay, let's launch that rocket. Be gone. So that's a really quiet rocket. Maybe there's just so much stuff going on with all the drills that the game is bugging out. That might actually be it. Well, that one kind of veered off course, didn't it? It just kind of went off that way. Huh. Anyway, bring me my stuff in 576 seconds. Okay, so while we're waiting for that, though, let's go talk about how I've prepped for this day. So, in the storage facility here, we have a lot of material saved up. We were waiting for the Tier 2 mutagen to fill up, and it is done. We have all 500 Tier 2 mutagen ready to go for launch. It's going to happen, people. We are going to be launching 2,500 rockets this season, and make the terraformation... We're just going to make the planet just... If that doesn't happen, I am going to be upset. So, let's look at what we got. So we got all the osmium rods. We got all the mutagen put in place. So what I've been doing is I've been coming here, I've been going to the settings here and taking the demand away from this, because this is a lot of material to move, okay? And I have 35 spots in my inventory. So instead of me moving all of it, which I'll move some, I'll be helping out here, obviously. Instead of me moving all of it, I am definitely going to put the drones to work to move all this stuff out here. Now, foolish me, when I set this place up, I did kind of put like a third row in the middle of these right here, which I can't reach. So those are still set to supply. So as I'm going through all this and lockers are getting emptied, I'm going to have to start tearing them down and change that back there. Now, these lockers right now are set to nothing. No demand, no supply, nothing. So once I get set up out at NASA, I'm going to have, once I get the building and the storage areas and stuff set up, I'm going to have to change this to supply super alloy. And just let it go to town. Let's start draining this like a big reservoir, basically. Let just all of the drones, all of these drones, which actually are not really doing anything currently because... I mean, there's still some standard operations, but if you look at the drone traffic, this is significantly less than what it has been in the past. It's basically just the upkeep for the trade rockets is going right now. Everything else is full. I also have these guys here, which I still haven't placed yet. If I have time, I will this episode. It's to add more Tier 5 drills, okay, for added pressure. I'll definitely do that before the rocket, the 2500 rocket launch, though. But I was thinking, because these guys kind of look like... They kind of look like big spiders. How cool it would be to have them like crawling over the side of the canyon like an invasion. I don't know. It's just an idea. I might actually do that just because I think that'd be really funny. I should be able to make 80 of them. If my numbers are correct. I should be able to make 80 of them. So that's a small little army that'd be attacking. But alright, I have to wait for my blueprints to arrive. So give me a little bit of time. Here it comes. 6 seconds. I think that might have actually been it. I think it just showed up a little bit early. That's fine. There it is. Yeah. Bring me my blueprints. Bring me my blueprints and my fish and stuff. So that was a huge chunk of change I spent. But you know what? I only have to spend it once. So from here on out, it's like hoarding money like a dragon is all I'm going to be doing. So should be all right. Give me my stuff. Give me my stuff. Quietest rocket ever. Holy cow. Okay. There it is. All right, let's take the 3x3 living compartment, the rounded living compartment, the living compartment with a dome, the customizable bed, the customizable sofa, whatever tree this is, whatever butterfly this is, whatever frog this is, and whatever fish this is. All right, sweet. So we got all those. Now, let's go stash some of like the trees and the frogs and stuff right now. I'll take care of those at a later date. Gotta worry about building in this episode. New stuff. There you go. You guys stay in there. Alright, so we do have some blueprints that we got to learn, which means we get to go back to the receptionist desk here, and we get to learn those. Decode blueprint. Customizable sofa. That's what I'm talking about. Customizable bed. I think we just like changed the color of them or something. There it is. New. Oh, that was the living compartment with a dome, I think it was. It went and it appeared and disappeared so fast, couldn't tell. Rounded living compartment. Interesting. And the 3x3 living compartment. Now, what does it take to make these things, okay? Like, all right, so here's the rounded one. So it takes the same as a launch platform? It's the same thing, right? Yeah, I mean, it's a different orientation of the material, but it's the same thing. I have all that out there. In fact, I have quite a bit of it, so good. What does it take for this one? Just need to basically bring in cobalt. Interesting. I wonder if I can put this one on top of that one. And then the 3x3 takes the same thing. Wow, okay. So these take like the same exact recipe, just a matter of how you want it looking, I guess. Cool. I wonder if I can put like the 3x3 down and put this on top of it. Tempting. All right, let's go see if we can grab some materials and see what we can get building. All right, something that looks good. Got it. Okay, I'll do my best here. It actually doesn't have to look like really fancy. It just has to look really scientific. So let me see what this thing looks like first. I want to just take a peek, take a squiz. Okay, I forgot about the doors completely, because I'm a professional. That looks kind of cool. I like it a lot. Can I squeeze this thing? Not that. Can I, buttons, can I do this on top of it? Is that a thing? Sure is. Actually, that doesn't line up at all. Hold on. Much better. Okay. I like how that looks. That looks really cool. Now, as far as... I gotta go get some more materials. I'm thinking about putting a window right here rather than a door. Making windows on all sides of it. So I need 4 windows, because that'll be an observation deck. I need enough to build a ladder to get up there, and I of course need a door to get in here as well. And I'm thinking maybe just like small little rooms on the sides, actually. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. Like the 3x3 is cool and all, but I'll save that for my retirement home. I'm thinking, just put things on the side here. Hold on, let me go grab a little bit more material. All right, so first things first, we need a door. We need a door on this place. So I'm thinking about putting like a little vestibule. Actually, you know what? Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna go right for a door because it kind of looks a little bit better if it's flush with that up there, I think. So, all right, so we're gonna add a window up top as well, so that we can actually see out of there. Make that actually on all sides. They're gonna make this an observation dome. There we go. Good. Let's go inside here. So I can't access the top. I wish you could like remove the ceiling and actually make this one big giant room. But you know, you can wish in one hand. All right, so we're going to. Actually, you know what? I got an idea. I have an idea. Let's take that window out right there. Let's put down a couple of compartments like that. All right. So then right here, we can then put the ladder leading up there. And voila, we are in the, oh my gosh, that looks so cool. Putting one of these in my retirement home for sure. Yeah, look at this. This is nice in the open. You can just sit here and watch all the rockets smashing and skipping off the desert and into the rocks and stuff. None of them going into space. That'd be great. Yeah, all right, sweet. I'm liking this a lot. Okay, so I want to add like another couple like places, like one right here and one on the other side, like right here. Oh, I said, do I not have, do I not? I'm missing one piece of iron. Well, I know where I can get a piece of that. All right, got some iron. Let's go ahead and add this one over here, like that. Perfect. Now, one of these things I want to be, well, I was gonna say I want to be a greenhouse, but I mean, we kind of have this. What if I put like the food growers up here? Because, you know, they can be. I could do an outdoor farm also. It's just basically, I'm trying to make this like self-sustainable. So that's kind of why, you know, I want this to be like a little mini base. So first, let's get some food growers up there real fast. All right, similar to like a little welcome plant on either side. We're gonna put one of these on either side of the entranceway, like that, and another one. I got tease it, like that. This one can be moved over a little bit. Perfect. All right, so there we go. Now we're gonna be growing some beans in here because, you know, good food. I could actually put like a bee hive or something out back or something like that, and then turn this all into superfood. But it's all right. I don't actually need it. I have plenty of superfood back at home, and I can always survive on beans if I'm out here. I just need something to munch on. So there we go. All right, so we got NASA established. I mean, I could always put some like lockers in that. Oh, you know, one thing we kind of need is water, don't we? We kind of need water. Don't I have? No, I don't. Don't I have an atmospheric water collector out here? Probably should have that, huh? Let's go ahead and just slap that bad boy down right next to this place. Bam, just like that. All right, sweet. So we'll be collecting water. Now, if this is going to be NASA, though, I should probably have like a communications tower, you know, on it. At least make it look like it's official. Where are those things? I've only ever built one this entire season. Right there, communications antenna. So I need silicon and aluminum. Well, let's go grab that. Okay, so I'm thinking maybe right here on top of the base actually itself. We'll put down this if it fits. Hold on, can I get up like up over here, up and away? Yeah, like right there. Is that gonna like clip into the? It's close, but no, it doesn't actually hit it. Yep, no, we're good. We're good. All right, communications tower. Our antenna is put in. Nice. Probably should hook that up to something. You know, maybe actually put a display in here. Like maybe. Let's get a little bench out here, a little desk out here, and we will put that right there and extend it out right like that. Nice, good. Now I'm thinking we need some stuff on there as well as monitors on either side. So let's look at the monitors. Actually, real quick, let's put this thing. If I can turn it the right way. Which way is the text? Is the text the little bump that's on the front of it? No, it's not. Okay, let's put this like right here. And we'll label this place NASA. There we go. Bam. Awesome. All right, so now let's talk about the monitors in here. So we're probably going to want to get things like power levels, and the mapping screen would probably be a good one over here. Not to mention the transmission screen. Actually, all of them. We don't need the blueprint screen, but these four for sure. And then maybe we'll even add in some of the terraformation information around here too. So looks like I gotta go grab a bunch of different materials. Yeah, give me a second. All right, after doing some light shopping here at home, it looks like I have all the materials I need. Let's head back. At least I think I do, but then again, maybe I can't count. Who knows? We're about to find out. All right, so we're going to get in here and set up a nice little office area right underneath where this radio antenna is. Make this a nice little actual base out here. So let's start off with the terraformation screen. We're going to slap that on this wall right here. Maybe somewhere like right around there. Good. And then we're going to put the other screen that goes with it right next to it right here. If we can line it up. Good. Now that we know that we have to get to percent, we know we have a goal to reach. All right, so on the other side here, oh, I didn't grab anything for that. Do we really need to know that one? Probably. I'm going to have to grab some aluminum. All right, let's start setting up these screens then. We're going to do the energy levels if we can. Like, oh, I can't put that right smack dab in the center. Okay, I understand. I think we only have 4 screens anyway, so we're going to put one right there. And then that's the energy level. Then the transmission screen itself we'll put right here. And then the mapping screen we'll put right here. And then the final one, we'll put the orbital information screen we'll put right here. I guess it's kind of important for a space station or a space program to have. So, all right, so we should be up and running across the board so we can read all of Riley's messages that didn't help at all, and then we can see all of our information about the energy levels here. We also have a good overview of what's going on in this area. I like that cool design in the sand. You see the little snake pattern kind of thing. It's kind of interesting. I kind of wish it wasn't there, though, because then this would be a bigger, flatter, open area. And then, of course, you can see all the rockets, which is going to get stupid here soon, fairly soon. One thing I wouldn't mind doing is now that we have the building set up, let's break down this teleporter and move it over here, because we have a spot for it, actually. Right there. Bam. All right, so this is going to be NASA. There we go. All right, so we got that put in place. I did manage to grab the aluminum that I was missing, so let's snag that, and we'll put this screen right there. There we go. So we got just tons of information in here. This is the information center. In fact, I could put a little sign there that says that, but one thing that we need is a man in the chair. So let's go ahead and kind of tilt this way or so. We'll put that like up against the wall a little bit. There we go. Can't actually sit in it. It's just purely decorative. But yeah, all right, so we got NASA established. I think we're growing food up here. We got a sweet overview of where all the rockets are going to be crashing off their platforms. It's great. We got some beans growing. All right, so this is established. Now, the next monumental task to do is to get all of these platforms placed. It's going to take a lot. It's going to take a lot. I've done this before, though. Get your mind right. You can do this. You can do this. Let's go. I did it. I did it again. This is the second time I've had to place 100 platforms on this planet. Ugh, I did it again, people. 100 launch platforms placed. They're all here. I counted and double-checked and everything. And I don't know, I'm pretty good at counting, so I'm pretty sure they're all here. 100 platforms. Now, some of these platforms, they look a little weird because there's like a little dip in the elevation there and stuff. And they're mostly lined up. But as you start getting into different elevations, they kind of fit together a little differently. So it's a little difficult to get them all to fit. Some of them are a little higher than others. Some of them have ground sticking through them, and I have no idea how that's going to work when the rockets are placed there. They very well could just get stuck right here in the ground and not go anywhere, but it'll still count. So I'm thinking this is going to be a pretty interesting launch when we get around to it, but this is all 100 platforms. NASA is officially operational now. That's great, but we have one other problem. And those of you with a keen eye might notice. The materials to build the rockets aren't out here. They're back at the main base. Now, I could go and make multiple trips running back to the main base and grabbing what I need and coming back and filling my 37 spots up here with whatever I can. And that would take a long time. Or, because we have... Oops, fell in a hole. Or, because we have drones, we could probably move it all out here. That would be interesting. Big migration of thousands of materials out here. I kind of like that idea better just because I think it would look cool. Speaking of looking cool, look at the map. All right? Look at this place. Look at all look at all these platforms. Okay, so we got a lot of platforms to launch rockets from. All 100 of them there. Just for purpose of comparison, if we zoom all the way out, one, you can still see it. It's about the same size, actually a little bit smaller than the entire mushroom forest. And then my base is down here in the bottom left. It's kind of hard to see because, you know, the size is a lot smaller, but right there, that's my entire base. And this is the launch platforms. It's bigger than this wreck in the desert. It's like by like 2 or 3 times the size of the wreck in the desert. Lots of space this took up. But I think it would be cool if we just had all of the drones do a mass migration to get all this stuff out here so that I don't have to keep teleporting back and forth when I go to place all these rockets. Because that's 2,500 rockets. That's a lot. But to do that, we are going to need a massive storage area. And fortunately for me, just today, I went ahead and purchased this thing, the 3x3 living compartment. So we have a little bit of wiggle room here. And also, because I was a dutta and I stored too much material, we also have a whole lot of materials out here to make said storage area. Where are we going to put it, though, is the question. Now, this doesn't actually have to be attached to this building. This could be just a storage warehouse off on its own someplace. In fact, it would probably be a good idea to put it somewhere in the middle of all these platforms. So that way I can kind of, you know, I'm not like on the far left or far right side of this area and then have to travel all the way across, you know, to the actual storage area. But where am I going to put it? Is there any like flat ground someplace where we can store a massive storage area? Right, but here might be our best bet. Now it's not exactly in the middle. It's like right here, so it is kind of on one side. But we're kind of running out of real estate. So somebody put a whole bunch of platforms. So I'm thinking maybe right about here is going to be our winner. Okay, well, I gotta go build a big storage warehouse. And just like that, we have ourselves a storage warehouse. Now, this is a rather large storage warehouse, and that's good because I got to move thousands and thousands of material over here. And there is a lot of room. You kind of feel like you're walking in the back rooms when you get in here because everything looks all the same. But, yeah, look at this. Lots of space in here. Oh, these 3x3 large living compartments are pretty awesome. Kind of wish I would have unlocked this like way sooner. Oh, well. Got the little supports holding the thing up. 3 entrances to get in here. Now, if my math is correct, I'm going to have to be putting about 180 tier 2 lockers in here and then moving everything over into it. So I figure what we'll do is we'll designate like cells for each rocket, meaning like this back left corner here will be like for one rocket for the one that increases the heat. The one that increases the pressure will be here, and the one that increases the plants will be here. You know, like that. Now we'll have some extra space, and that's fine. Better to have too much space than not enough. But I think that this is... this will work. This will definitely work for what we need. need it for. And now we just have to go get enough supplies to build 180 lockers, plus a couple of regular tier 2 lockers, or the tier 1 lockers, these guys. Because there's a couple of them that just need a little extra. But yeah, we could also just make those. We have plenty of supplies. 180 of the lockers, tier 2 lockers, and we got to space them out in here. But I think the first thing I should do is probably drink some water so I don't die. All right, now on to the building again. Okay, for purpose of comparison, this is the heat boosting rocket, which I cannot remember the name of it off the top of my head. I know one way I can check real quick. Hold on. It is the asteroid attraction rocket. Okay, asteroid's attraction rocket is the thing that boosts the heat multiplier. So then there's the magnetic field protection rocket, all that other stuff. But I'm just going based off of whatever multiplier they're actually called. So inside here, I have these things labeled. So we got like insects, you know, and then over here is heat. And if you look on the other way, there's insects. See, this area right here is going to be for the insects. And then they're all labeled correctly as to where all the materials are going to be, you know, stashed for the most part. So I finished the heat one back here, right? So this is all the lockers I need filled to launch 500 of those asteroids attraction rockets to boost the heat. Now, I got to fill up all these still, which is going to be a real pain to do. So I'm going to have to go through and I'm actually going to have to tell these things to demand whatever material is that they're looking for, like demand rockets and stuff. At the same time, I'm going to quickly do that, and then I'm going to rush back to the base, and I'm going to set all the lockers there to supply instead of demand. So the lockers with all of my materials in it is going to be supplying these lockers out here for the most part. I'm pretty sure that the drills and stuff will also, you know, the mines will also kind of pitch into this too. But as long as these things get filled up, that's all that matters, okay? So I think what I'm going to do is in between episodes here, I'm going to be positioning the rest of these lockers in all of these little cells here, and I'm going to be setting it to fill them up automatically. It sounds like it's raining outside, which for some reason in this game, rain is super loud. But anyway, this is what my plan is here. I'm going to fill each one of these little storage cells with the lockers and fill them up. Ugh, rain! Okay, now that the rain stopped and I can think clearly, that's my plan. I'm going to fill each one of these storage areas up with the lockers that are required for the 500 rockets of each type, 2,500 rockets total, and get the materials out here so that I can quickly zip over here, grab them, and get them onto the platforms. There is no real way to get the rockets positioned except for just me manually doing it. So that's going to take... next week is going to be rough. Next week is going to be crazy. But I think that wraps it up for this week. Okay, we built NASA. It's here. We have a space program here on the planet, and it is a little ridiculous the size of it. But that's okay. We're gonna make it stupid, people. We're gonna make it absolutely stupid. As of right now, we have 21 rockets boosting each type of terraformation in the space right now, and that's not enough. That's not enough. We're going to jack that all the way up past 11, all the way to stupid. So, alrighty, guys. Thank you guys so much for donating your eyeballs and ear holes to this episode of Planet Crafter. If you did enjoy it, please go down and smash that like button. It would really help me out a lot. And also, there is a link in the description for a post I made on X, trying to encourage the developers of the game. Yeah, maybe just kind of put a bug in their ear to see if they might be willing to throw a GReimer Gaming Easter egg somewhere in the game. Whether it be an achievement or whether it be whatever, I don't know. We'll let the brain go wild. So if you guys could, go click on that link. Go give that a thumbs up and share and spread it all over the place if you don't mind. Because if you want to see an Easter egg put into the game, then that's maybe a possibility. I cannot guarantee that that's even going to happen. It's just we're just asking. It's just a request. And they could say no, or they could be way too busy working on the updates for the game. So that could be a thing. But go check it out. Go share it. Go retweet it. Go do whatever you got to do. Get the word out there. See if we can make it really super popular, all viral and whatnot. And see if we can't get ourselves a little GReimer Gaming Easter egg somewhere in the game. It's in honor of you guys, actually, because a lot of you guys have been supporting this series. So, alrighty, guys. It looks like it's nighttime. I better go take a nap. So, alrighty, guys. I'll see you guys next week where we launch 2,500 rockets. Alrighty, guys. See you later. Bye-bye.